In some cases, you don't want to tell an extensive story. You just want to be to the point, concise, and quick. For example, when someone asks you a question about a status update or any other question, as we'll see in the examples. Because if you want to be very much to the point, then you can use the pyramid principle. So what is the pyramid principle? In the pyramid principle, you start with the most important part first. Then you continue with the arguments. And lastly, with more details, the data that supports your arguments. Let's start with a super simple example. Imagine my girlfriend asks me, what time will you be home for dinner tonight? Then I could say, well, I first need to finish off some work. Then I need to pick up my running shoes from the store. Also, I need to go to Bob to hand over the spare key because he's staying here for the weekend. And yes, so I think I'll be home by 7 p.m. Then chances are that my girlfriend will get very impatient with me for giving all the facts and the details about what I will be doing before answering her question. Because what would the answer look like if I would use the pyramid principle? In that case, I would say 7 p.m. and then tell her more details if she's interested in that, what I will do until then. So we start with the most important part, the answer to her question first. Now, let's look at the business example. Imagine that your manager asks you, can you give a status update of that project? Then you could say, well, we have some issues. First of all, the data was not available. And then one of the stakeholders was on holiday, so it was difficult to get feedback. And third, we had some data quality issues. So altogether, this will mean that the project will be delayed, unfortunately. So what you heard is a lot of rambling and it's hard to follow. So let's now look at an example where I will answer using the pyramid principle, where I start with the most important part first and then give the supporting arguments. Unfortunately, the project will be delayed. First of all, the data wasn't available. Then second, one of the stakeholders was on holiday, so we couldn't get feedback in time. And third, we had some data quality issues. That's how you use the pyramid principle in practice. The pyramid principle is not a great tool for communicating stories or trying to persuade people that are not convinced yet. However, it's a fantastic tool for concise communication. So, try it out.